Alright guys, this is Beerdette. I'm going to do a quick tour of the unfinished Melon Mall in Blackwell. I told you that we'd do a little bit of a tour, so I'm just going to do kind of a quick run through, walk in stores, maybe talk a little bit. Several of the stores aren't completed because we're waiting for 1.4, because of course we're still playing Bucket and they haven't put out a recommended build for 1.4 yet, so we're still on 1.3. So let's start here. I'll start with one of the best builds, one of my favorite builds actually. I know Loser is probably excited to hear that this is one of my favorites, being that he didn't really expect too much when he first started, but it is very awesome. What it is it's actually its own little sand generator. It generates one piece of sand each time you push the button. As you can see, they're floating down right there, and you can pick them up. But it was in a small space, because I'll show you another build that's actually in the same amount of space. It's just really creative what he did with the amount of space that he had, and kind of his idea of his company, which they deliver sand for free. And I'll show you the other build. This is the space basically he put his sand generator in, and that build. This is Caps. Melon Mall, kind of to put it quickly, is I just kind of was making parodies of different actual store names. So Caps is of course a parody, and I won't tell you what the parodies are, so you can figure them out yourself. So this is one, it's not done, and it's actually probably going to be redone a little bit when we get 1.4 and actually put the frames on there with the helmets and stuff instead of having chests, because this is a little bit boring. Alright, I'll go into the next one, which is Ravine. This is another parody build that I did. It's not done yet, but you know, I'll take you around the store. You know, we have jeans here. We're going to have a little villager behind there. You have your clearance corner, and you have 3 changing rooms here. So, yeah, not much, but just kind of a little fun thing, and then a whole bunch of little racks for clothes here. Alright, and let's see, I'll actually, that one's, as you can see, this one's dug out but not done anything. This one's dug out and not done anything. That is actually part of Blackwell. That's going to be my farm, which will give me about 17 stacks of whatever I harvest in there. But I haven't decided what I'm going to put in here yet. This is my little security office. You know, just a little thing to put in here because I didn't have much space and figured it might be fun to put in. Alright, so let's go in this one. This is the name of this one, and I haven't put a sign up yet, is Haas and Duke. So this is another parody build, but if you can figure out what it is, you know, actually just post all of the ones that you can figure it out in the comments. So this is just a bookstore. You got your nonfiction along here. And we got a little clearance corner here, same as the Ravine. We have a little line here with some magazines. I'm going to have some villagers behind here, of course, to check you out. You have some politics. Oh, alright, all the little kids, you can close your eyes because we're going to go into the 18 and above section. So you have your adult section here. And, of course, we have some little funny signs here. Won't read them, I'll let you guys read them on there. And we're going to go upstairs. Alright, we have a little cafe here, you know, where everybody can sit, drink their coffee, and read a book. Have a little bit of romance novels here. Some sports books here. You know, some autobiographies, maybe of your favorite sports star. Some history books, maybe on some world wars. Got crime on your favorite gangsters here. Got home and garden, so you can make sure that you plant your correct stuff, prune up your your plants correctly. Make sure you don't have weeds. Your cooking section, get yourself some nice food to eat, because of course everybody loves some good food. Travel section, your young adult, for you Twilight fans who, God help us all. Graphic novels, which actually is one of my favorite things to read. A children's section here. Haven't completely finished this, so I'm thinking about changing these to maybe some wools or something to kind of brighten up this. But I kind of like the this fireplace here because it kind of brightened it up, made it feel a little homey for people. So that was it. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a secret, so you guys can actually see it. So open your eyes, and here it is. It's a little secret garden in the mall. Of course, you guys are welcome to try to find it. It is extremely not easy to find, which of course is why I did it. But it's one thing I was excited to try to make, was just a little secret here that, you know, not very many people were gonna know about. So let's close our eyes again, and we'll come back in a minute. Alright, and we're back. So let's just climb up these stairs. Alright, so here we have Spike's cactus lamps, which was actually made by Dullahay. He wanted to do kind of, as I think he said it, a cheesy type of store with cactus lamps. He actually has these in his house in Blackwell, so he supports his own store with purchases. And let's move on. So over here we have Frozen Frosties, which was made by King601. King, I know you did not put that redstone lamp there, but I kind of liked it there because it brightened that corner. So if you don't like it, too bad. And he just sells potions, and that was the point of his, which, you know, Wade wasn't too happy about because Frozen Frosties and Chili's now are mortal enemies. This is the Duke and Haas. Of course, you can recognize the coffee house right here. Now, this one, I can't remember the name of it, but it was made by Beeve, and this is another type of potion store. Of course, he has, it looks like nothing in the chest, but he has little potion stands and things to cook, nether wart, which actually I designed these things for him. I liked the way they glowed. And what it is just glowstone behind there with the nether brick, and just looks really nice. Has a little back thing. It's very, I would say, very simple, yet it's very nice. I like what he did here. You got a little peek into my ender chest there. Alright, and we'll go crossed over to here. As you can see, this isn't actually a store. What this is part of the railway for Blackwell, which I did not take you on, but I built it basically when I first started, back when it was still 1-1, to be able to look over the entire town as you were riding by. It was kind of a nice thing to look at. That's weird. Gotta change that. So, alright, now we have another parody store, Famous Nameless. And what this is cookies. You know, with the introduction of the cocoa beans, I wanted to do something kind of a little funny, kooky, whatever you want to say, and do something with those. And of course, the only thing you can do is cookies. So here we go, and we get a cookie. And if we have a bucket, we can get ourselves a little milk and have some milk and cookies. But this was actually one of the first stores that I put in the mall. I do really like it still. It's very simple, and you know, kind of, it makes sense. I used it as a farm for a little while, being that I could put 16 cocoa beans on each thing, so I could get, you know, it was only 32 cocoa beans times 3, which would be a stack and a half. But, you know, it did its purpose. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna skip these two because they start downstairs and we'll go from downstairs to upstairs. But this is McShrooms, another parody build. It wasn't originally thought up by me, but another member who has left the server, but it was finished by me. So it was a great idea that they came up with, and we just kind of ran with it. So, this is a little sitting area. This actually I designed here. We had kind of cut it off at this wall, and that was it. And I just decided, I wanted to make some seating, being it was supposed to be a restaurant. Here's another empty space that is going to be filled eventually, but hasn't been. Alright, now, this is another parody build, Oak Farms of Willowvale, and Willowvale, of course, is the spawn town for our server. So that's why I use that name, but it is another parody build. So this is just another restaurant. Or not a restaurant, but a store. They do sell food, and I'm waiting for 1.4 to be able to do the frames so I can put different things in them. And of course, because it is a farm, I put some animals in here just to kind of give it that feel. Alright, and next to Blackwell Blasting Company. This is something I was really trying to think of something for my town to kind of have a store of, because several towns do have their own kind of store. Wade and the Gardens have Frosties, which I guess is partially Dula Haze, and Frostbite has Frozen Frosties, and Anubis Inc. is with Loserific and Myrrh. So several places have them. Oh yeah, and Cocoa Beach has the Cocoa Confectionery or Co-Confectionery. I can't remember the exact name of it offhand. And we have Steve Swamp Supplies, which is by Lysander. So I figured, hey, I have dug out Blackwell. I'm not going to say I did it by myself, because I did have some assistance, but what better, than a blasting company that digs? So I figured, let's make it look like a little mine shaft and do it up for this. Have some TNT everywhere. Gotta put a little villager back there. But it's a very simple build. It's a little dark and dank feel to it, which I think helps with the whole mining thing with Blackwell. But I think it fits in well with the thought of it. Alright, and another parody build. It kind of feels funny because I keep on saying, and yet another parody build. But this is Bootlocker. And this is almost done, waiting for the item frames so I can put up items on the shelves, basically, is what I'm waiting to do. Other than that, I mean, this is kind of the build. It is very sport-esque feeling, with the checkerboard, the referee type stripes there, and the different colored walls there to kind of represent the stripes as well. So, alright, let's go into Chili's, which by what Wade said, this is his favorite Chili's yet. So, let's see here. We order here. Wade Ecker, if you haven't watched Co's video on Chili's yet, you definitely have to watch that. It kind of puts the backstory to this as well, because I was one of the people waiting for a franchise for a little while they actually built the entire Chili's, which was over like a 2 or 3 month period. So I finally did get mine. But yeah, this is the bottom floor with all the tables. I think this is actually one of the largest ones as well, except for the one they have in the Nether. This is the employees lounge here. A nice little TV here. You can get behind the bar here. Alright, let's head upstairs to the after hours bar. Oh, let me let's hit the restrooms first. I'm lagging a little bit with recording. It's kind of a little weird. I'm not used to that. So here you go. And we flush there. And it's the same for all of them. You know, toilet paper at the front desk, because of course, I guess Chili's is a little bit too cheap to put toilet paper in the bathrooms for their customers and employees. And we have the men's restroom here. Yeah, there's our little stall, our bathroom stall. And there's the water that we just got splashed by, which, as you know, every guy does not want to get splashed by the water. And now let's head upstairs. Oh, there we go. There's a Chili's plushie, so if you want to order one, let Wade Ecker know. And there's the home snow cone maker. So let him know if you want to order one, because he will have one shipped out to you as quick as possible. So welcome to the After Hours bar. I think it's also the kind of employees after hour bar, but it's as you can see, it's a little bit darker. It's the darker wood instead of the oak wood, which gives it that dark, you know, feeling of a nightclub, I think. And let's head back here. Oh, let me eat my cookie that we got too. As you can see, another little TV, but it's only one seat because, you know, it's just for the bartender. And back here we have our still, so we can make all of our hooch that is sold in the after hours bar. And Wade was nice enough to fill in all of his chests here with the different things. As you can see, oh, and there we go. Got some potions out actually as well. I didn't even realize those were there. You know, of course, here we'll make sure to drink a beer. We'll pour one out for our homies. Yes, that's good stuff right there. Alright, so while we're still a little intoxicated here, we're gonna head into Tweedle Tunes. Actually, I kind of messed that up because I wanted to go from the downstairs. So let's head over here to these steps. And we're gonna hit this store first, which is the store formerly known as Apple. That is another parody store, and it's actually a parody on the name. So if you can guess both the store and the parody of which name it's using, good for you. And put it in the comments. So here we go. Here's the failed, you know, beautiful colored iMacs that they had. And here's your beautiful iPods that fit in your pocket. You know, the nice purple, red, blue, and of course everybody's favorite, white, because that's basically all that's available with the iPhone. So here we go. And here's our slacker bar, because of course, you know, nobody here would be a genius. They would all be slackers because they're not out here on the sales floor trying to sell their stuff. And King told me that I needed to download iTunes 11. I have no reason why, but he told me to put that in there. So guess what? I did. Alright, and our last store, which is Tweedletunes, the music store. Which, if you know anything about Tweedle, he is the music man of the server. He doesn't have a record down here. So we'll have to get ourselves a record, play it. And then, actually, we'll do that, and then we'll start the tour. Because I think we need some ambiance. Let's see. You know what? We're going to play some mall, being that it is a mall. So let me go put this down there. And we'll continue. Alright. Nice mall. So this is the Tweedletunes. This is just the bottom floor with the cashier, of course, villager. You know, kind of the ambiance place of everything. And then you just come upstairs and you can grab your different records. You have your security guard here, and these are some funny names. Some of them aren't in stock currently, like Never Gonna Give You Up, Who Wants to Live Forever, which anybody who's on the server knows, if you die, I am on, I am going to give you a GG and a link to a YouTube video, which is Queen Who Wants to Live Forever. So that's why that's there, which, thanks Tweedle, I do love that. Oh, and LOL, and LOL. And of course, you know, he took every single one and classified it by what it is. So we have every single record in this place classified, and there we go. Mambo number 5. It's sold out. I so was excited to actually hear that one. But this is the mall, and I hope you enjoyed the tour. Oh, and I do want, actually, let me jump down here, because this is one of my favorite views of the mall. Is just the ceiling. I do love the way this ceiling turned out with the end stone and the melons and the light, the way it is. It just looks so nice. But alright, everybody, well, I hope you enjoyed this short little tour of the unfinished Melon Mall, and will soon be finished, and hopefully there is a tour by either me or maybe CoStar will bless it and say that he'll do a tour of it and put it on his channel with the nice little cinematics. But until next time, have a good one.